Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Scott here from the Dirt Chimps, and I'm riding with Compass Jeff. Hey, Compass Jeff.
How's it going, everybody?
And Nick on his very snazzy C7. Come on, let's go.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Tires off. Time to replace the tube.
Oh, Scrappy, you're such a good bike. I don't know if you've ever been this clean. Just had a big service at Vernon Motorsports. Got everything Loctited, taken apart, Loctited, cleaned, lubed, brakes redone. Scrappy's in really good shape as we get ready to go do the Oregon and Washington BDRs. So excited! Come on, let's go! Here we go. If you look at my phone, I just called up an audiobook that I started listening to this morning. It's called Breathe. Sorry, it's called Breath by James Nestor. And I brought it up because I wanted to recommend it. It was recommended to me by a fellow that I ride with, Trevor. He's 60 years old, super fit, amazing athlete, great rider. He recommended it to me. It's all about breathing, how to breathe. Something we do every 3.3 seconds. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. I got a bunch of Audible credits left over. They pile up on me a bit. So I grabbed it. And so I've been listening to it for about 40 minutes today as I put the luggage back on my bike. And it's amazing. I can't wait to continue the adventure of this, this book. It's going to improve my sleep, improve my athletic abilities, improve everything. That's a good start. Nice and chunky. You can pick a much more interesting line than I am right now if you wanted to. Yeah, baby. Hit this guy. These brutes. Yeah. Beauty. This is the kind of stuff I love doing on my adventure bike. You know, this is like a 2+ into a 3. Do this stuff all day long. If I could just ride 3s all day long, I'd be thrilled. Haha, Scotty, what are you doing? Doing a little dance, are you? Oh, that's just great. The other thing I've been learning about, and if you watched the video I just was editing last night where I'm on my pink TM, the other thing I've been learning about is electrolytes. See, I've been waking up really early lately, and I go for a 3 to 3.5 hour mountain bike ride. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm conditioning myself for this BDR and long days and working on fitness. And it's hot here, and you sweat, and you got to consume a lot of electrolytes, a lot of salt. So I've been studying that, talking to a nutritionist, did a spiel the other night at the local runner's place called the Starting Block. And I'm taking 600 milligrams of sodium per hour as a supplement. And before you get worried like that, oh, it sounds like a lot. If you eat a foot-long Italian BMT with all the fixins, it's got something like 3,000 milligrams of salt. So yeah, don't worry about it. I'm sweating lots, and now I'm ingesting more salt to help my muscles continue to function properly. And it is awesome, the performance gains I've had, the lack of cramps. I feel great. Some days I've been going for these hell bike rides, come home, work some more, and then go for a 3-4 hour dirt bike where I'm sweating more. And I wake up the next day, I'm not totally kicked in the balls. I'm not tired, I'm not fatigued. It's just been awesome. I'm really happy. Life's a journey of learning. I'm 52 and I realize I don't know anything. Nothing. My front brake is still kind of mushy on this thing. That was part of what they were looking into, so I think there's a deeper problem than just needing a bleeding of the brakes. Yeah, features abound. It's going to be hard to edit this video because there's really a lot of good stuff to look at, isn't there? Should have come here a long time ago. Trevor's been inviting us to Postal for a long time. Right, Trevor? We just don't know what we don't know. I am riding with proper exploration gear today. If you watch the video of me on my pink bike, I was beating myself up because I basically just showed up with what I was wearing. And we were in the deep mountains, like, wait, these are not mountains, it's two cities right there and there. I didn't have tools. I knew the other guys would have tools, but you know, that's not really an excuse. I didn't have proper clothing. I only had a jacket to put on. Today I've got everything. I've got everything except my overpants for the bottoms. Because if it gets really ugly, meh, it's not gonna get that ugly. I'll be fine. This reminds me a lot of Hartnell Road. For those of you who come to the Adventure Bike Gathering, if you've done pretty much any of the rides, you're gonna be going up Hartnell Road. It's chunky, a little loose, interesting lines. It's great. It's our classic difficulty 3. So if you've done that and we say, well, that's a 3, then you know that something's easier than that. It's probably a 2. If it's a gravel road, then it's a 1. And if it's harder than that, you're getting into the 4s, 5s, even 6s. I do not do 6s on my adventure bike. I barely do 6s on my fire-breathing enduro bike. I just rolled off a little rock and I went to do a jump. Watch what I'm doing down here. Enter rally, enter throttle response, change down to rally throttle. So rally throttle can be pretty fun off-road. It can also be really tiring. My bike is way peppier now that I changed it. Like, tiny little input, big result of that rear tire. But the cool thing is you might come across a rock where you got to get the front end a little lighter, or you might want to, you know, boost off of something, and that rally throttle really helps. Nick has just warned us that the next 15 minutes are going to be kind of warm because we're going to be, in his words, working a little harder. I gotta look ahead more. There we go. Eyes up, pick your path, gauge your core. Now, if you guys ever think that when I'm talking about like 3-hour mountain bike rides or anything like that, if you think I'm showing off or bragging, or I really don't feel I am. And I think I have proof. If I was trying to make you guys think I'm cool, one, I wouldn't keep telling you I'm not cool, stupid, I don't know anything. But I also wouldn't turn on the camera every time things go sideways. I also wouldn't show you all the boneheaded things that we do, especially mechanically, with our bikes. Wow! When you're sucking at riding, like right now. No. If you think that's the case, I think you got this channel all wrong. We're trying to be as authentic as possible. If I am, and vulnerable too. I want you to know what I'm happy about, what I'm thrilled about, what I'm finding, what I'm learning, what I'm experiencing, what I'm feeling, good or bad. Maybe some of that will resonate with you. Maybe you can help me out with some of my weaknesses. Maybe some of my strengths can inspire you or motivate you to do things differently. What you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I just felt the need to say that because I didn't want to be horribly misinterpreted. I would like to invite you to come join us in social media. You're not going to find the normal type of stuff. What you're going to find is that on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we're going to post just a few words and a piece of original art that we've created with the help of artificial intelligence. We've been having a lot of fun learning how to use AI in different parts of our business. Not inside the applications themselves, but some of the code is refined by AI. This art is inspired by us, and we're learning how to get what we want in the artwork by learning how to talk to artificial intelligence. It's all fascinating. And yes, I do have those same fears about AI in general. But I think it's pretty harmless, us creating some art and sharing it with you guys. If you are doing the same and you have some cool things that you want to submit to us, I would love to see it. I'm so jacked by this right now. I'd love to see it. You can email me directly. This is my email address, even though it's info@. But info@thatmotoapp.com, that's me. That's me checking that one. Caitlin, on the other hand, is checking support at. She is the support person. If you ever have a question, smash the help and chat system. She'll be there to help you out. You know, provided it's within her working hours. This is beautiful in here. I have to remind myself on every ride I go on that there's another way to steer my bike. And it's this. I'm doing it right now. I'm just smushing down on my foot peg. And it's such a great way to initiate a quick turn. And when I'm zipping down a haul road, going pretty fast, there's potholes, I'll just change the weight a little bit from one foot to the other. And it just very gracefully moves the bike. There. So usually I warm up, I'm leaving home, and I'm just doing a bunch of these little wobbly turns entirely with my feet. And that's to train my brain. It's like, oh yeah, remember, there's more that goes into turning. Yeah, baby. Just for turn initiation, all right? Or those really quick little corrections. You don't lean on the inside of an adventure bike or a dirt bike for a turn. You never know what kind of ruts are in those, hey? I'm full on pucker mode right now. I gotta loosen up my arms. Oh yeah, and I gotta breathe through my nose more, which is hard to do when I'm talking away. Okay, time to concentrate. Beautiful! This is perfect. I think that's my favorite section of trail. I have lots of favorites, but come on, you know what I mean. There's that rally throttle, right? Boom! Scrappy! My bike's called Scrappy because when you twist the throttle in rally mode, I just picture this scrappy little kid who's just throwing the haymakers and coming at it. Come on. Not to hurt anybody, of course. Just to hurt a punching bag or something. I'm a lover, not a fighter. It's kind of a cool view. I don't love the mud though, I'm just saying. I don't love mud, I don't love the ruts. I'm gonna look ahead, not down. Jesus, why do I keep looking down? It won't help you, Scott. It will never help. Looking down never ever makes it better. Just look up like that, go through a mud looking at the sky. God, what a dummy. Oh God. I had not a bad wipeout, I had a wipeout. You'll see the video maybe. When I was working on last night. I crashed in a mud hole 2 days ago, swamped my bike, and it never started again. So we towed it and fought it, and I ran beside it, pushed it, and got through a river with no power. So maybe I'm a little shy of the mud right now. Yeah, dude. Sweet T7. Well done. I've been doing so much reading and podcasting, like listening to podcasts and everything. It's been very stimulating mentally. One of the things I've come across is that adventure sport enthusiasts, of which dirt biking and adventure biking fall within, there's a higher concentration of people who have, could be childhood trauma. I'm reading a book on flow states, but that's going to be a big diversion. Childhood trauma, ADHD, autism, and all sorts of other, life challenges. And the reason, and I'll try to tie this together really quickly, one of the reasons that I'll say we are attracted to action adventure sports is because we love the flow state that it can take us into. And by that, that's where like time kind of goes away. The chickens in your head, as I say, the chickens in your head are calmed. Like, I never stop thinking. It is so tiring, my God. I never stop thinking. When I'm out here, time goes away. The chickens are quiet. I get into this great state, especially when it's tough. Even more so when I'm on this thing, the big fire breather that it is, and I'm trying to ride it slow, and every ounce of my being is busy. I often say my pupils feel like they're like big dinner plates. My brain is taking in so much information. I absolutely love it. So, along the thread of being totally authentic, there's something I haven't ever told you guys. I think it's time, right? Authenticity is a gateway to some form of happiness. When I was 48, I'm 52 now, I went in and I got tested for some things. And over the course of several assessments, I was diagnosed as autistic. In other words, falling on the spectrum. And you know what? That ticked a lot of boxes for me, man. I have some social challenges. I have some auditory challenges. I am remarkably well adapted, thankfully, to my condition, but I am still significantly affected. And I'll definitely talk about this more as time goes on. I'd love to hear from other people who are similarly wired. Hi, guys.
Hello.
This is a fantastic, I was going to swear, but I'm filming. This is a fantastic trail, Nick. Thank you. Wow.
Like it.
Still happy. Lest there be any questioning about my diagnosis, it was not self-diagnosed. Some people are cool with that. Fine with it. There's lots of tools out there. I had actually self-diagnosed before I got tested properly. But yes, it was by a clinical psychologist. I do believe that's the proper term. And in the past, the correct term for my portion on the spectrum would have been, I prefer Aspie, but it's Asperger's. Asperger's? What a strange word, eh? Yeah, I'm an Aspie. But apparently that's not PC anymore. We're just all supposed to be on the spectrum. That's cool. I'm fine. What? There, now I feel like I'm being completely authentic with the people who know me. Ooh, I should tell you something else while I'm at it. Oh my God. It is impossible for me in a social setting to remember your name. Sometimes people I already know, like, I won't forget Andrew's name, but even poor Compass Jeff up there, I say poor because I've probably done it to him. Sometimes in a social situation, I'll just go blank on names. But what's more common is that I'll meet someone. Like, we went down to that Penticton event and met a bunch of people, and some of them already kind of have a sense of who I am from the videos. They come up, talk to me, tell me their name. They remember my name. It's great, thank you. The second that they tell me their name, because I'm so awkward and freaked out, I can't remember your name. So I'm apologizing to everybody who I've made feel awkward because you knew I didn't remember your name. Just a big idiot. Sorry. I have my tricks now that work sometimes. You can say, oh, you just say it back and all that stuff. Well, remember, I'm not neurotypical, okay? Let's start with that. Anything you heard that works for people might not work for me. Whoa, this is awesome. Oh, yeah.
So close.
I love it.
That was awesome. That was fun.
Okay, we're gonna do a bit of a cool down now, and you guys don't want to watch this kind of riding, and I'm not that interesting. So I'll just tell you a couple of my quick little coping mechanisms, and the people that that I ride with sometimes. My little trick to remembering their name is hopefully they do something so that I can give them a proper nickname that'll stick. Compass Jeff, there's Pancake Aaron, and there are others too. I just thought I'd mention that real quick. I know the riding's not that exciting, so I'll come back when things are really awesome again. All right, thanks. Yeah, hey, remember that little foot thing I was talking to you about initiating a quick little turn? Do it right here. Just to go around little things. Dancing my front tire between rocks as practice. It's like skiing, going through the bumps. Really fast, really efficient. Can't do that if you're sitting down. Wow, wow, wow. Ah, perfect. Fun too. Great way to do little power slides. This looks like fun. So Nick was suggesting I do a little segment on some how to film with the GoPro a little better. I'm like, really? I think I should be doing that? I don't think we have very good filming, but we're happy with it. It's fine. So I guess if I have pointers, it would be don't record your whole day. Turn the camera on when you anticipate something is coming up, and leave it on and turn it off. Because going through all that footage is a real drag. Number 2, get the media mod for your GoPro. The microphone is on rear right now, so it's facing me. Voice comes through better. And then when I need to, I can switch it very quickly to the front microphone. It also means that I have a big foamy thing over my microphone, which is great for the wind. Let's see, next thing, get a Dango chin mount. And I recommend this one over all the other mounts that I've looked at because it'll fit on just about any helmet unless you have a little skirt thing under your chinny chin. And it's very easily and quickly removed. So I can grab the camera and run and go and see what's going on, or point it back at my face for a different perspective so you can see the excitement going on in there. And well, if you want to film in dirt chimp style, and we definitely have a style. There's a thing that we do. Our formula is well, 1, have a good attitude, embrace the suck. It's okay when things go wrong, and make sure that camera's rolling, man. Make sure that camera's rolling when things go wrong. And I don't mean it's okay to get hurt. I mean, it's okay to man-haul a bike. It's okay to fix something. It's okay to have a struggle. And that struggle is what we think makes an interesting video. And talking to the camera and having something to say. I don't know, I think that's about it. When it comes to editing, I edit very quickly. Smash and bash. I use Luma Fusion on an iPad Pro. I love it. I've used much bigger programs. Luma Fusion is inexpensive, very easy to use, and now very feature rich as well. Film in 4K. Uses more battery, more card, but it looks great. We film at 30 frames per second. Could do 60, but that's double the information. And yes, if I was slowing things down, that would be handy. I never do. It looks a little bit smoother. Some people like that. Too much battery, too much SD card for me, and too much space on my iPad as well. And then when you publish your video, if you're going to put it on YouTube, publish it at 4K and at pretty good quality, because then YouTube takes it into a different algorithm for its optimization. So if you film at 1080, it goes through a different program for optimization and it makes it worse than if you had filmed at 4K and it's optimizing for 1080. I don't really understand it, but I know that after I was told to change, and I did, I was like, wow, that really made a difference. And some people watch your videos on big TVs. I've never watched a video on a big TV. I've watched it on my iPad or my computer, my laptop screen. But then I went over to my buddy's house and he's watching it on his like 68-inch TV. I was like, wow. So remember, different people watch things on different size screens, and if it's on a big screen and it's not really pretty, it's gonna be a bummer. There, that's all I know. That's it, absolutely everything that I know. you have any questions, just throw them down there in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. It's time for the cross-training part of this adventure. Scrappy has cleverly hidden Silky Zobat 300, baby. That saw makes quick work of trees. Nothing compares to Brian's little Milwaukee deal, though, that was in the video from yesterday, the day before yesterday. That thing kicks ass. I've got TMA open here on the right and my backroad map book on the left for my Zumo, so that's on my iPhone. And what I've done is pro members, people who pay money, can download satellite imagery and maps for offline use. So I'm not connected to the internet now. Actually, I do have a couple of bars, actually. That's cool. But I can download areas, so I downloaded a 50-kilometer radius for Kelowna and Vernon and Penticton. That no matter where I am, I have a pretty reasonable detail of the terrain. Of at least whenever they took those air photos. So I find that's pretty helpful. The reason that's a paid feature is because we have to pay. We have to pay the map providers to give us access to offline maps. If it's downloaded while you're riding around and connected to the internet, they don't charge us, we don't charge you. Fair? I sure hope so. Oh, there's a gate. We're not going this way. We've been riding this fast, flowy forest trail. Whoa! Whoa! For a while now. Maybe I'm letting my guard down. I'm absolutely letting my guard down. And I went to grab a mitt full of rake on the front, and it just went right to the bars. I have to pump it all the time. So the bleed didn't help. There's something leaking somewhere. I'm not mechanically inclined, so I'll stop my speculation there. But I think I want to get that fixed. Hey, it works on the second try. Kind of. Third try even better. Gotta anticipate things and get the brakes warmed up almost. Let's take the fun line. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, what fun, hey? Why not? Whoa, he touches the ground. Dude, what's the big idea? If I go to the edge, maybe I can fall left. Put my foot down. Alright, we're fine. This is the kind of place I'd love to moto camp. Out here, have a full day. Pull in with your camping gear. Set up your tent. Or your hammock. Wow.
Still catches me off guard
During the adventure bike gathering, we're going to have easy, medium, and hard routes. And this area is full of easy routes. And we haven't been exactly doing all easy stuff today. But for people who are coming from the coast, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, we can show you some really neat stuff here. Beautiful scenery. Big, expansive views. And you don't need to be a super skilled rider to do it. Just come on out, enjoy, bring your big beamer. Perfect. Perfect for you guys. I wanted to apologize to our TMA users. We're learning. So here's what happened. As it turns out, 70% of you folks, over 70%, are using TMA Web, so the big mothership, not sidecar, TMA Web, on your smartphones. And we knew a percentage of the people would, but we really built the beautiful user interface, everything around, using a tablet or a computer screen. So I got a couple of reports that things weren't that easy to use. I'm like, you know what, I better just spend like the weekend using TMA on my phone. And yeah, you're right, it sucked. So over the weekend, made a whole bunch of plans, drafted them up, gave them to the programmers on Monday. 2 days later, we have our first iteration of the new and improved TMA on your phone, the web. And so that got released. I got to do some more smashing and bashing, tweaking, changing, even just the size of words, you know, can cause things to wrap and it gets ugly, and there's just a bunch of unintuitive things going on. So it's better right now. It's the weekend right now. Programmers are back on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, boom. I think we're gonna have another iteration of TMA web for phone. And I think we're gonna be a lot closer to something that's actually really quite good. So if your first impressions were, yeah, no, Scott, doesn't seem all that great, I apologize. We didn't knock it out of the park on that one, but I think we're getting really close. And if you have never experienced TMA on a computer or a tablet, please go check it out. It is beautiful. I didn't build it, the programmers did. I'm very impressed by our programmers. Kung Fu, they're amazing. These are all employees of ours. Shout out to Dan and Coy and Shane and Ryan. Those are the 4 people who've been working on TMA. I have a couple more folks, but they're working in DATS right now. That's it. You guys don't want to hear me talking anymore. Just had to issue that little apology and give you some hope for the future, man, because it's bright. It's looking really good. Well, this certainly is cool. Of course, if there are any pedestrians or cyclists here, we just yield to them. Oh, she's a little breezy up here. Amazing. What a treat. I've been down here before. This is that really chunky road that we took the first time that we were out here. This would be a party coming up. Another day. I just learned that Compass Jeff here basically lives at the bottom of this hill. Like really close. So maybe I'll get a pin at his house and meet him there sometime, and we'll come out here and rip it up. This just in. I was looking at my fork tubes and they're wet. There's a reason for that. That thing's coming undone. We might not have a wrench big enough, but we're really close to town and we can get her fixed. Whoa! I almost ate it. I was just thinking, why do I even have the camera on? Just blah, blah, blah. Oh, you get to see me almost crash. Let's wrap it up though. We're done. This is going to be a super long video, I'm sure. I think there was a lot of things said. A little bit of discovery about me, for you, a little sharing. Had a great ride, met Nick. He took us on quite an adventure. And I hope to see you guys at the Adventure Bike Gathering. Please leave any comments down below about this video, about my bike, about me, whatever, it doesn't matter, about TMA. We just love hearing from people. That's it, that's a wrap. Sorry Stanky's not here, he's still busted, but he'll be fine. He'll recover. He's just a little sad right now that he's broken. He'll be back. Thanks.